Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you like a date night look. I have done this kind of brown smoky eye a couple times between YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, and I actually got a request to show you guys how to do it. So that's what we're going to do today. I am going to switch it up a little bit and we're going to do it in kind of cooler gray tone silver colors just because I have a graduation to go to later today and I have a really pretty like gray outfit to go with that. So we're going to use some silvery gray tones today and I'm really excited about it. So before we get started, I would love if you would hit that subscribe button. It would mean so much to me and we will get going. Okay, so I did go ahead and prime my eyelids. I just used my NARS Tinted Smudge Proof eyeshadow base. And I'm using this one because I've been testing out the Rare Beauty eye primer and I've noticed it does not last very long. And I've got a long night ahead of me. So we're going to use one that I know, love, and trust. So the very first time I did this eye look, first of all, I got my inspiration from a Natasha Denona IG. I will try to put it up here somewhere so you guys can kind of see the look that I'm going for. Obviously, the inspired look is warm tones and browns, and that's the previous look that I've done. Now we're going to try in cooler tones. But the first time I tried it, I used my Urban Decay 24/7 eyeliner pencil thing, and it was really hard to blend because once you put it on the lid, it just like stuck there, and I was like, geez, oh Pete's. So the second time I used it, I used a gel liner, the Melt one, something like this. This is one of their new glitter pots from their Mary Jane collection that we're going to use. But they have like pot gel liner. So I used a brown one and that one worked a lot better, but I still wasn't like completely sold on it. So I saw a couple of reviews and the Makeup by Mario eyeliner tends to smudge out very well. So we're gonna give it a go. And the cool thing is that one side is a brush, and if I can open the lid, the other side is the pencil. And I just got the shade Super Black. That's all it is. So the way that the Instagram inspiration picture, it's actually a video. The way it looks like is that they do a wing liner, and obviously with my hooded eyes that doesn't work, so I do it a little bit differently. So I just start in the middle of my eye, like up against the lash line, and I draw it down to the corner. Oops, that's alright, it'll get smudged out. Guess you shouldn't blink while you're trying to do eyeliner, right? And I kind of have to raise my eyebrows just to see like where this actually ends. Okay, something like that. And then I try to follow the shape of my lower lash line and wing it out like normal people do. And then I just try to like connect. I don't connect it from the top because that's a lot. But like halfway through my wing, I like to connect it. So I don't know if you guys can see, but the wing normally, like it's swooping, right? That's because I have hooded eyes and I didn't do like a very good connecting job. This is why I don't really do winged eyeliner, because it's hard. And then I finish up from halfway into the front. And I like to take it all the way down in here. And then I'm just taking a little pencil brush and I'm gonna start smudging. And hopefully it smudges like I saw it smudge. Oh yes, this is working so much better. Okay, I know it looks like a giant wing and a little scary like, but that actually smudged out really, really nicely. And then I am actually using two Natasha Denona palettes. The main one is gonna be the Natasha Denona Glam palette. This is definitely your grays and silvers. Definitely a cool tone palette. And then the second palette I'm using is the Natasha Denona Biba palette. And I mostly use it for these three shades right here. These are the only 3 shades in this palette that are more cool tone, but they tend to work really well with the Glam palette, so I kind of go back and forth between the two, just depending on what kind of eye look I'm going for. And I think the way I'm going to do this video is because I'm trying to walk you through it. I'm just going to do one eye and then I will do the other eye off camera. That way the video isn't like 20 years long. Next, we're going to go into this shade. It is called Lash Line out of the Glam palette. And the Glam palette is set up where the shade names are like where they're supposed to go on your eye. So I'm just taking that shade and I'm just gonna set my liner that we smudged. And it's okay if it goes a bit above where you smudged, because we're just gonna, basically it's gonna be like an ombre effect where we start at the deepest, then go to a medium gray, and then the lightest gray. And you can also do a little bit more smudging with this shadow. And basically this shadow is gonna cover my whole lid, but if you don't have hooded eyes and you've got a big lid space, it's not going to cover your whole lid. I just have really hooded eyes and it works. It's a really good shape for me. Next, we're gonna go into our still pretty dark but lighter gray, and this is from the Bobbi palette. It's this one right here in the shade Tour. And I'm just taking a bit of a fluffier brush now, not so small and dense. And now we're going to bring this color into the crease and kind of start blending it with the black and kind of tame out here because it's looking a little crazy right now. And basically where this color is going is in my crease, but like my real crease plus just a bit above. So when my eyes are open and straight, you will still be able to see it. Be patient, it's a lot of blending. Once you kind of feel good about where this is at, then we go into our lighter shade, which I'm going to use from the Bobbi palette as well. It's this one. It's called Sculpted. And I'm taking an even more big fluffy brush, and now we're going to blend this top edge and bring it as high as you personally want, because this is going to be our lightest color. And like at this top part over here, I'm not really happy with it. I think my eyeliner dried a little bit too much before I got to smudging it. So just go back and forth with your colors until you get it to where you want it. So I picked up my brush with the Tour shade, the darker gray. And we're gonna blend right there until I'm happy. Going back into Sculpture now and just gonna fix the blend over here. And with this lighter shade, I know I have some more blending to do down here, but I'm really trying to avoid taking this brush down there, because then when I dip back into Sculpture, I picked up some of the darker pigment. So just be conscious of what shade you're using and where you're taking it. That way you're not just putting black and dark gray everywhere. Those are the steps. It's just creating an ombre effect. Now we're gonna do the lower lash line. I'm gonna go back into our pencil and smudge it more quickly this time so it doesn't dry. And if you need help, just make sure you're using something that's not, like if your face is already done, use something that's not gonna pick up your face makeup. So I like to take my sponge and just pull down a little bit, and I'm gonna put this like kind of in the waterline, but not really, like right on the edge, right where your lashes pop out at. Now we're gonna go back in with our smudger real fast. We've smudged it as much as you want. And then you're kind of gonna do the same thing. Take your Tour shade and create your ombre. And I'm trying to keep the liner and the Tour shade super close to the lash line, so I can take the Sculpture shade and really like blend it out. Once you're happy with that blending, we're gonna go into Sculpture, the lightest gray. Just take a little bit and then we're just gonna really blend it out. And if you want, I'm not going to, because the next step would hurt my eyes. It hurts my eyes, so I don't. So after the first time doing this look. I didn't do it again. But the tutorial shows putting black in the waterline. So you can always do that. I don't do that because putting eyeliner in my waterline, I have started to learn, hurts my eyes pretty bad. At least trying to get it out. And like if your eyes water or something, and my eyes tend to water, it doesn't work out well for me. So that's why I didn't put the eyeliner in my waterline, but you definitely can if your eyes aren't bothered by it. So this is kind of the look. The tutorial it's using the bronze palette, so it takes some shimmer shades from that palette to put on your lower lash line and also in the inner corner. I recently picked up the glitter from the Mary Jane collection from Melt. This is in the shade Pothead, and it's a super pretty silver. So I'm gonna use this instead of a shimmer. And I take it's flat. I don't know, can you see that? There we go. It's actually a flat brush, but it's really skinny. This is the type of brush I use. I'm just gonna take some of the glitter from the cap, and on my bottom lash line, I'm just going to stamp it where I want. So I'm gonna start in this outer edge here. And this is kind of like it's a cream gel, so just know like it's not gonna be a perfectly opaque glitter line because the gel part might spread the actual glitter flakes around. I just stamp it from corner to corner, like that. Hopefully you guys can see it. It's not a super intense thing. It's just like a subtle oomph. And then for my highlighter, I actually used Opal from the Shimmering Skin Perfector of Becca. So that's what I'm going to use for my inner corner highlight. Just taking a little pencil brush and dabbing that in there. That way it kind of ties back to the face. And this has a little bit more gold to it. Give a little bit of life back into the eyes. Not so like dark. You don't want a dark inner corner. Especially for me with my hooded eyes, and I think naturally I have pretty small eyes, so I just always try to keep the inner portion pretty bright. But yeah, this is the tutorial of how to do this eye look. I will link the Instagram one that I found in the description below. So if you want to just go look at that, that's fine. I obviously did it with dark colors, and that tutorial is using the bronze palette. So that one's with warm brown tones. But it's a stunning look, and I have so much fun doing it every single time, and I always feel really pretty afterwards once I've completed everything. I'm gonna catch this eye up to speed, and then we will come back. All right, so here is my finished look. I kept things pretty simple, otherwise like not a super bright blush to go with the eyes. I kept the lips pretty neutral and just wanted the eyes to really be the focus, but I hope you guys like this tutorial. I could always do more of these. If you find inspiration and kind of want to see how to do it, just send them on over to me. I really liked the tutorial from Natasha Denona, and I really like the fact that you can customize it to whatever kind of colors you want to use. So like I really want to do this with my purples because I love purple, and I think that would be really cool, but it just didn't suit for this night out that I'm going on. But I find this to be like a really sexy date night look, or a really just boss type look. So if you need a confidence booster, or if you're just looking to feel good about yourself, this is something that I personally feel good in. I feel beautiful with this on. So I had a lot of fun trying to change it up, do the tutorial but with different colors, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, I would really appreciate a thumbs up. I am also doing a TikTok to like show a full date night, how to get ready for a full date night, which includes this look. So if you want to see my whole shebang of a date night, just head over to my TikTok. I will put my handle up over here. So yeah, I am here on Tuesdays and Fridays, 10 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.